Hi, everybody. I'm just back from Switzerland and I've been speaking to Katie, our new rising star, along with Lorenzo and Amy. Congratulations to you. I'm just delighted for you. And I decided to get a bit more involved in this page. I probably won't post as much as some of the rest of you, but I'll start making contributions. I thought I'd start with something that's a little bit approachable, easy, in some respects, although it does have its own challenges, which is the 15 exercises, 15 easy exercises. They're called Opus 33 by Kohler. I think some of you have been playing them. I have this man's edition here. And I'd just like to give you a few tips. I think the main thing in this piece actually is really focusing the embouchure. And I'll show you how we do that. So, for instance, even the first G, I have this idea that I use quite a lot with my students and myself is, you can play a note 3 times so you get as good a note as possible. So then it's good, you repeat it, it gets a bit better, and then best. So good, better, and best. So you can employ a strategy like that even with the open G. So good. Then try and improve it better. And best. So I use that with sonority as well when we have, So the first B I'll play 3 times. So you employ that there finding. If you come across this study at any point, you can find the moments where you can really employ that strategy of really getting the embouchure in the right place. The second challenge is this second D. So we have this. So you can then just find out where the embouchure is there. I'm just playing some of the notes down there in the little kind of phrasing. That's one thing. Bar 11, there's a scale passage there, and often we throw away the first note of the scale. So what you can do is lengthen the first note of the scale to make it sound a little bit more musical. So if I start it from bar 9 and I just play it kind of as is, and then I'll play it with a bit more kind of lengthening of this first note, and you'll see the difference it makes. And then if I spend a bit more time on these notes, and you'll see, I think it sounds much better. Then you have to be careful with the intonation on this C and the A. So, because if you really develop the tone the whole way down, and you don't do anything with the embouchure, you'll find that it's a little bit flat on the C. And I'm not saying anyone will go that far into it, but you have to be careful. Sometimes, this is a tip, sometimes I play my C with the G sharp key there, because it stabilizes it. So Yeah, and that illustrates a point of kind of playing styles and flute scales and all that stuff, which I won't get into so much. But um, I'm very much the believer is that we actually have to correct our own intonation on the flute, and to really get into the sound, get an engaged sound. We really can become very flexible with the embouchure. Um, and then the intonation has to be corrected accordingly. But I think the results are much better than just playing the flute kind of as is. We have staccato here in these octaves. And then this is the sonority again. So that's why we do those things. Don't think there's anything else. The main thing is to make it sound like a piece of music and developing a kind of cantabile style. I've been exploring a new way of kind of breathing, which is having the ribcage lifted, and you inhale, and then you stop the breath momentarily, which will be kind of with the glottis, and then you allow the air to come out. And the results for me so far have been amazing. I'll keep you updated with that, but there's a big difference in the sound. Actually, I'll do the beginning of it without doing anything special with the breathing and with it, and see, can you see the difference? So without doing anything. And then with the breathing. You'll probably tell me you don't hear a difference, but I feel it. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to play the piece, and let's see if there's anything that strikes me as I'm playing it as well.